Now the earth was formless and empty, and darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters, according to Genesis chapter 1 verse 2. So in Genesis is the first place in the Bible that refers to the Holy Spirit, and we speak of the Spirit as the third person of the Trinity. God, according to the Scriptures, is one in essence, yet three persons: Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And the Spirit is the third person, not because he is any way inferior to the Father and the Son, but because in the eternal fellowship of the Godhead there is a divine order according to function. Now the Holy Spirit is named as God and named as a distinct person, and he is given the attribute of only that God possesses himself. An example of this is found in the story of Ananias and Sapphira in Acts chapter 5 verses 1 to 11. You remember the story. Ananias sold a piece of property and brought the proceeds to the apostles and falsely claimed to have given all of it to them, but he had kept some for himself. And Peter says to him and charge him, says this: Ananias, how is it that Satan has so filled your heart that you have lied to the Holy Spirit, in verse 3 of Acts 5? And Peter concluded by charging, you have not lied to men but to God, in verse 4. So here, lying to the Holy Spirit is identified as lying to God. So the Holy Spirit receives worship and honor. He is seen to be eternal. He is present in creation. He is omnipresent, as we see in Psalm 139 verses 7 to 8. Where can I go from your Spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I go down in my bed in the depths, you are there. So these verses again show us that the Spirit of God, and they also show that he possesses the attributes of omnipresence, that the Spirit is God. And in the Bible, all of God's attributes are ascribed to the Spirit. So we must confess his full deity. He is very God of very God. He is fully God. Yet we must distinguish the works of the Spirit from those of the Father and those of the Son. He has accomplished a unique function in salvation, as did Jesus and the Father.